So I'm going to bring you all Three Sofias. It's going to get a little crowded in here. Before that, I'm going to read a letter from The Color Purple, from Celie. Dear God, Harpo wants to know what to do to make Sophia mind. He sit out on the porch with Mister. He say, I tell her one thing, she do another. Never do what I say. Always back talk. To tell the truth, he sound a little proud of this to me. Mister don't say nothing, blow smoke. I tell her she can't be all the time going to visit her sister, us married now. I tell her, your place is here with the children. She say, I'll take the children with me. I say, your place is here with me. She say, you want to come? She keep primping in front of the glass, getting the children ready at the same time. You ever hit her? Mister asked. Harpo looked down at his hands. "No, sir," he say low, embarrassed. Well, how you expect her to mind? Wives is like children. You have to let them know who got the upper hand. Nothing can do that better than a good sound beating. He puffed on his pipe. Sophia think too much of herself anyway, he say. She needs to be taken down a peg. I like Sophia, but she don't act like me at all. If she talking when Harpo and Mister come in the room, she keep right on. If they ask her where something at, she says she don't know. Keep talking. I think about this when Harpo asked me what he ought to do to make her mind. I don't mention how happy he is now. How 3 years passed and he's still whistling and singing. I think about how every time I jump when Mister called me, she looks surprised and like she pitied me. Beat her, I say. Next time us see Harpo, his face a mess of bruises. His lip cut, one of his eyes shut like a fist. He walks stiff and say his teeth ache. I say, what happened to you, Harpo? He say, oh, me and that mule, she fractious, you know. She went crazy in the field the other day. By the time I got her to head for home, I was all banged up. Then when I got home, I walked smack down into the crib door, hit my eye and scratched my chin. Then when that storm come up last night, I shut that window right down on my hand. Well, I say, after all that, I don't expect you had a chance to see if you can make Sophia mine. No, he say, but he keep trying. So let's meet some Sophias. First, 2000s. Hello, everyone. I'm Sophie. I'm in my 3rd year at my university, and I'm dating this guy. His name is Heru. Well, he's not technically my boyfriend, but I am his girl, and I accept that. He doesn't go to my school, but he is really smart. See, he taught me a lot. He taught me that Heru is the name of an Egyptian sun god. And it fits because he shines so bright and burns so hot. Sometimes it's hard to look at him. But I see him just the same. I don't know where his mama got Heru from, since they are just from Baltimore and not Egypt, but one time I looked his name up for myself. And it said Heru was a German name, derived from the name Harpo. And it means harsh and rough. And he's that too. But he has to be, though. A black man in this world, he's had to fight all his life, right? I've seen him beat a man bloody for just looking at me. My friends say they think he did it just to scare me, actually. Which was cruel, honestly, but even God can seem cruel if you don't understand him. Bible says, lean not on your own understanding, and I should know. See, my name is really Sophia, and that's in the Bible. Some people say Sophia was there when God created the world, but I don't tell Heru that because God doesn't like sharing the spotlight. When the light of my sun god first fell upon me, he said I was different from the other girls. He said he liked my ambition. Probably liked that I wasn't up under him all the time when he handled his business on the block. And he said he liked that I had a future ahead of me. But I graduate next year and he never wants to talk about the future ahead of me or us. He is convinced that I will leave him when I graduate, if I graduate. But he hasn't done anything to make me stay, not really, except sometimes he gets so quiet. And I swear my sun god shrinks so small, I could cup him in my hands like a firefly and spend all night trying to remind him that he is the reason I wake up each morning. And sometimes he tells me he wishes he didn't have to wake up each morning. But I know the reason why I wake each morning is to make sure he takes his place in the heavens. What is a God if no one believes in him? And I believe in him, so he needs me. I don't know if he believes me because he pushes me away and then he yanks me back harsh and rough, but I only need to cry and scream myself hoarse a few times to know he isn't really listening to me. So next time, I'll just leave if he lets me. That's Sophia. Next up, we have Sophia with a PH. Thank you very much. 1960s. Hey, my name is Sophia. I've been going with this boy, they call him Scoot, and he hates that. So I call him by his real name, Herbert. And he hates that too, but I think it's sweet. Anyway, he run with the crowd that moves too fast for him. He always scooting to catch up, if you know what I mean. And you know, I bet that's why they call him that, Scoot. Never the leader, always scooting to the side for somebody else to shine. Scoot right into the shadows to wait for his turn again. His turn don't never seem to come though, and boy, do he hate that. He told me so one night in the backseat of his car, windows fogged up from, you know. The radio playing Smokey Robinson and he feeling good. So he want to talk about his dreams. But they sound more like fears to me. But he talking to me. And I ain't never really had that before. So I listen. And he said he ain't never really had that before. You know, somebody to listen. And I try to remember that when he's hollering about how I don't never just listen. And I have to hide my left eye behind glasses until makeup will cover it. And I try to remember that too when he's talking soft to me to coax me back. But I ain't had to taste my blood but a few times to know my heart was breaking, is broken. So last time I tell him, stay away from me. And it works too. Yeah. And until my daddy figures out I'm pregnant. And Scoot won't give me the money to change that, so Scoot got to be my husband now. And we got to be a family. And now it's me that's scooting as far as I can away from him before he reaches for me at night, an arm around my waist, a palm against my face when he woke. And he can't seem to talk to me anymore. And I can't seem to listen. That's Sophia. Child. Hey everybody, my name's Sophia. How y'all doing? Good. I married this man named Harpo, and his name fits him too. Cause his back bold like a heart. He bends so much to what his paw say. What his paw say, he do. And what his paw do, he do. And so me and Harpo, we go round and round and round. I reckon because he don't strike fear in the hearts of men like his paw, he strike me. And like a man, I strikes him back. We go round and round and round. My paw ain't even like him, but I stood up. Stood up to my paw and his paw too. And Harpo don't never stand up for himself. He don't think he can, I guess. He see me standing and he don't realize I would prop him up too next to me, but he knocks me down. And I go down swinging. And he go down too. And we get back up and he say he love me. And I loves Harpo, Lord knows I do, but I ain't got to taste the earth but a few times to know I ain't no mule. So I leave him and I take my children with me. And in the world without my man, I've been for all us. World see that, get jealous, I think. So the world knocks me back down, but I go down swinging. And they make sure I can't get back up. And where Harpo at then? Huh? Thank you.